Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Biz.
It's me, Lunar.
This is your little ice cat here.
Very tired Baron here, y'all.
Yeah, he's kind of had a bit of a day. And as I said before, we're going to kind of have a bit of a storyline, or saga, where we're going to be covering Fantastic Four for the next 4 commentaries, starting with the 90s Fantastic Four show. Though we're going to be starting with Season 1 because Season 2 does feel like its own separate TV series.
Yes.
It really is.
It's like a better TV series, is what you mean.
Oh yeah, but also a separate show. Like, the art designs does look a little different.
Even a couple of the voices are different, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think they got a different voice actor for Johnny. I think it was a different guy. But yeah, but we are going to be covering Season 1, Episode 6, Super Skrull, which is, of course, the Fantastic Four dealing with their most dangerous of foe, Duckman. Like, I'm not even going with a Marvel character. I just go for Duckman.
Hey. We're losing the plot here.
Yeah.
We're losing the plot.
Yes.
Yeah, let's let the Fantastic Four do that for us. On my mark, we'll be watching this. If you have Disney Plus or some other method of watching it, you could watch it with us or listen to it like a podcast. Either way, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
And we have probably the cheesiest opening theme of any superhero cartoon.
Oh yeah, no, this
Not
is
in a
just.
good way.
Yeah, no, this is just.
I had to agree.
Yeah, like. This looks like the parody of what you would actually get for a superhero show. Like, this is what you would see on, like, I don't know, like Johnny Test or The Simpsons when, like, they're coming up with some other method of introducing a character. Also, I forgot Galactus is randomly there.
I think it's meant
they
to
run into Galactus.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like how a life story did, where it's like, where Galactus is actually the reason for the cosmic storm that granted them their powers.
Yep.
And of course, also the fact that oh my god. Okay, so I'm watching this with captions on. Apparently they don't say the Thing loves to fight, they say Benjamin loves to fight.
Yeah, that's another thing. This theme song is so freaking lazy because they get very clever with Reed and Sue's depictions of saying, like, Reed can be elastic, Sue can fade from sight. Yeah. And then Johnny's human, but then with Johnny, they just say, oh, he's the Human Torch, and Ben just loves to fight, which is like, that doesn't give you any idea what his powers are. Anyway, also for some reason,
we have off-brand Godzilla.
They couldn't even use Fing Fang Foom. Like, I know they're like, they couldn't just use.
Red Ronin. Holy shit!
Yeah,
the creature that ate Manhattan.
Yeah, which, that's pretty cool. Also, that did not age well.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like, that was another thing. This show, like, when it came to the Marvel shows, the continuity was always a little weird because they couldn't really figure out. Oh yeah, I forgot Stan used to be in the opening of this show.
Oh man,
giving us.
Yeah, and he's pretty much because like in the first season, Stan would pop up to kind of like explain or kind of like translate what some of these characters are saying because the Skrulls aren't speaking English; they have to speak their own language, but translate it.
which is kind of cool, honestly, though, because that actually gives them their feeling of their own legacy and everything.
Yep, and. Yeah, also, when it came to the Skrulls, this is kind of like a reminder of, in the early days, the Skrulls were kind of dumbasses.
Like, oh no, this rubber man in a suit is destroying this city. Clearly, we must flee.
Yep.
And then 3 of them became cows.
Yep. Which they mention.
That's not a joke, folks.
Oh no, that's a real thing, and they even mention it in Secret Invasion when like the Skrulls started becoming more of a threat.
And
Also,
it's actually
even weirder with this plan?
Yeah.
They could have just showed them the Marvel version of Monster Island.
Yeah. Or hell, or hell, in one episode, I remember they have an episode where Johnny's watching the news and it's like Iron Man fighting Ultimo. Why didn't they just show footage of Ultimo? No.
Oh, and here's a Klurt.
Yep, Klurt.
Which basically is a Skrull version of basically like saying John Smith, apparently.
Yep. And Yeah, like his.
Uh,
It's kind of funny because yeah, when he first started off, he was just kind of a jobber for the Skrulls to like just fight the Fantastic Four, and next thing you know, he becomes one of the most influential characters in the cosmic side of Marvel.
I mean, the dude is a one Skrull Fantastic Four,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
Which I mean, again, which for some reason for some folks may not sound that impressive. Imagine a dude being able to stretch himself and turn that same into a rock hard surface that's on fire. And I imagine you can't see it coming. Oops, you can't because you're dead.
Now
Yeah.
here's a mind breaker for a fight. Super Skrull versus Metamorpho. Fantastic Four.
I would give it to Metamorpho, given that he has more.
Rex is more
Yeah.
talented, dude.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Super Skrull versus Diamond Store Chainsaw Man. I know Chainsaw Man came in years later, but come on, like the freaking arms and legs, just look at them.
Also, A for Annihilation. How has that not been in the title for an Annihilus story?
Yep.
Because it sounds too cheesy and friendly.
It
Fair enough.
probably. You're
Hello,
right.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yep. Man, fun fact, Jabba actually for a period did actually, was originally gonna be a giant caterpillar monster.
Sounds
They
about
made him
right.
a weird snake thing.
Yep.
Worm thing.
Yeah.
Really a worm, guys. Come on.
Well, the eyes make me think a snake.
Also, this was actually like the first, when I was a kid, this was actually the first time I ever thought about how Sue could have used her powers by instead of it just simply being like, oh, I turn invisible and make force fields. No, I make constructs. And granted, Sue would later start doing that. Like, hell, she did that. She's currently doing that in One World. Yeah, in One World Under Doom, where she literally made her own invisible jet out of her mind. So.
Oh, that's nothing compared to when she and Alicia made a literal invisible octopus monster.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Again, some people kind of don't really understand that some of the Force powers could be more crazier than you think. Like, hell, with Reed, he can stretch his neurons to become smarter. Like,
He just
He doesn't
you
do
don't
it a lot,
the
but
visual
he can.
representation of it though.
Also-
yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna say, early show, laziest Baxter building ever.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's so boring.
Yep, and of course we have the Fantastic Four dealing with, the standards of, living on your own. Dealing with pissy landlords.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, I hate the color scheme of the costumes here. It's
too bright.
Everything's either too white, it's too bright. And you might think, oh, it's Fantastic Four, it's supposed to be bright. No, this is too bright. It looks off and faded out.
Yeah, like, honestly, the best version of this costume is in the MCU right now, because it does have a similar bluish color, but, like, again, I think because they add, like, texture to it, it's less, weird to watch.
Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that. Put mostly, it's not cheap looking. What I'm trying to say, it's not cheap.
Personally, my favorite Fantastic Four suit is the blue and blacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, where it's, like, kind of highlight, with a little bit of highlight of blue.
You know, where they have the black gloves, black boots, black...
Oh, okay. Okay, those versions. I thought you were talking about what, like, the suits that they kind of wore. Oh my god, what the...
Oh god, Ben, why?
Yep.
Man.
And I thought, like, the frickin' song that Johnny sings later on the show was, like, cringy. I'm like, come on, Ben.
Jesus.
That, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Also, like, yeah, like, look, I get it. You want to, like, perform with the Hex Girls back there, but come on, man.
Hey, Scooby-Doo, saved my life once.
Oh god.
Like, I would love for someone to just say that at some point, and not clarify anything.
Yeah. I mean, given the Fantastic Four's life, would you...
That could actually happen
Yeah,
once.
Yeah, I mean, hell,
Hey, is that Rocket Racer in the crowd?
no, I
Oh
don't...
my god, his eyes.
Oh god, he's cross-eyed.
Oh there?
Like,
Oh, that
Yeah,
one kid
apparently-
was carrying on for his destroyer.
yep.
Apparently, that's the side effect of the Super Skrull program. You get superpowers. You really need corrective eye surgery afterward.
Yep. And
Also, is it just me, or does for lack of a better phrasing here, does Reed's face look like it's flat?
no,
You're
kind
the
of.
only one, yeah.
Flat man's taking. Look, isn't it obvious, Baron? Flat man decided to kidnap Reed, throw him in a closet, and is basically going, "Look, I'm finally going to get my recognition. Damn it!"
Oh,
'Cause
man.
what I mean by flat is, like, he seems so dead inside.
Yeah. Also, looking more at Super Skrull, his muscles look really weird.
I
like,
would say his anatomy is kind of weird.
Weirdly enough, they have the ultimate out for that. He's an alien.
I know he's an alien, but at the same time,
No, I'm saying I think that's what they were banking on. This looks really off-putting. Hey, he's an alien. No one's going to question it.
yeah. And of course, they're going in the Fantastic car to fly off and stuff. Quick question: what is your guys' favorite take on the Fantastic car? Honestly, for me, I would have to say, I think World's Greatest Heroes had the best looking one.
I don't know, the Tim Story one was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those movies did get some things right.
Yeah. But for me, I'd rather go for the Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes version of the car.
That's pretty cool
For me-
too.
For me, classic wash bathtub.
Yep. Yep. Johnny do.
Johnny, be careful. 2 words that don't go together.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
Snakes and scrolls.
Yep.
Oh,
I do
oh
like
yeah.
the fact that they can disengage. You know what I found kind of weird though?
It doesn't
They
turn
never
to
made it possible.
a
They
robot.
never made it where it can form a mech.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I kind of wanted that to happen a few times, but no, they never do like a mech, Fantastic car and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they would
Just
have.
imagine this. When he's the power source, Ben works the fists, Sue is the shields, and Reed is the main pilot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then when you said Johnny as a power source, I just thought of that scene from Venture Brothers when they had that guy just start screaming because their parody of Reed Richards is
Wait, okay, hold on. Whose power is it to make copy Superman's super breath?
Also, Johnny just has red skin.
Also, he said he drained his flames, and I'm like, then how are you still red?
And
Yeah,
also now he's cooked to a crisp.
Charcoal.
yeah, like it's all charcoal and stuff. I'm like, also, did anyone just notice like there, like you could actually see like the cell, like the cells, like there's no like like the lines between them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like you could
Holy
see,
Jesus.
yeah, like you could just tell that they didn't properly like blend the pages together.
Oh
It's just-
lord.
You know,
God, like, okay, I know some animators that probably had some, like, budget, but maybe is that, like, for example, Scooby-Doo budget wasn't as big as we think it was.
No, like, oh no, they definitely did not have a large budget, but this is like in the
Oh.
90s, and like they were, yeah, and again, this was like, I forget, was Fantastic Four also aired on Fox?
yeah.
Okay, so they were.
We also saw one of Johnny's powers. He can instantly grow his hair back, apparently.
Yeah, and yeah, also, this was around the same time like X-Men was around, so they had the same. They could have just,
Spider-Man was
Oh, that's
around this
X-Men.
time.
yeah, well,
like
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Hell, the Hulk cartoon.
yeah, though, okay,
Had infinitely better animation.
They were later.
yeah,
They were 96. They were 95 and 96, I think.
yeah, but here's the thing: even when those shows were around, like, okay, they also Spider-Man also had a pretty low budget because they had to reuse a lot of shots, like particularly Spider-Man, like just swinging around New York. They would use the same CG background, but yeah, I just love that whole thing. He didn't even he just like disappeared for a second. Yeah, and then he puts them, then he just puts them in their bubble and stuff. And wait, did they even hit the ground? I don't think they actually hit the ground.
No, well, no, they didn't. The only way you could assume that could make sense
Ben
is
didn't even touch him. Ben didn't even touch him, and he was sent flying back.
Yeah, like, okay, is there, like, I guess they're implying that Ben Grimm is All Might. He doesn't have to punch you to cause, like, a serious impact. Or touch you to cause a serious impact. Again, he didn't even touch him. Okay, now he's touching him.
Now he's touching what? What does
This
it
looks
look
like poorly. Also, this looks like poorly. You know what it looks like? The choreography looks like 66 Batman, where it's like they're clearly not punching people, but they forgot to put the sound effects showing up to cover that.
Oh yeah, and by the way, earlier he apparently we're trying to give the idea that he headbutts him, but it looks like he just chest bumps him instead.
I mean, he is taller than Ben. Maybe he didn't think about that through, but still, what the hell? And of course, the army comes in
with lasers.
Yep.
Which okay, no, now they switched to missiles, but.
I mean, in the Marvel Universe, you wouldn't be shocked if they started using lasers because, I mean, by this point you would, like, you know, I'm surprised they didn't talk, they just don't do that in Marvel. They just don't go, yeah, no, we did update the military with shield tech.
No, imagine, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's crazy, though, to me...
Also, Army of Clones, those are all the same dudes. That was...
Also, Reed, why is your hand that big for no particular reason?
Yeah.
Like, and now it's back.
Like,
okay, that's just creepy. Oh, God.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I know some shows does have some animated errors, like X-Men does it, Spider-Man does it sometimes if you look closely or if you're looking for them. But this is terrible.
Yeah, like this is just eesh. And yeah, so okay.
There's no real logical cut between their animation.
Yeah, also, like, now I understand that back in the day there was a little bit of a legal issue of like certain characters can't guest star in other characters' shows, but there was ways to work around it. So I have to ask, why is no one else trying to fight Super Skrull? Like, serious?
You got a point. Like, you couldn't even have a bit of, like, Thor showing up to take him on or something.
Yeah, and again...
I'm sure this would get Thor's attention.
And again, there was...
hell, they're like Iron Man or maybe Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter, maybe not.
Yeah, Peter...
Like, Super Skrulls going to other countries, they said, but...
Yeah.
Like, any hero like them has that mobility.
Yeah, like...
You can easily say, like, the reason why that none of the heroes can help and all, they're dealing with the other Skrulls that are invading, while he's dealing with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, like it could have...
Also, smart move, landlady. You're trying to punch a guy made of rock.
Oh, that was going to end super well.
You're lucky Ben moved.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that guy could sue her ass. So.
Yeah.
And her dog just take the guy's wig.
I feel so bad for that dog.
Ew. She's telling that dog. Oh my God! I just realized something. I just realized something. That dog, it's a recolored Miss Lion from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yeah, which.
I thought it was crazy, but it absolutely is.
Yeah, that is definitely Miss Lion.
Yeah.
Like.
And now we have, and the role of Captain Cole will now be played by Reed Richards.
Yeah. You know, I've actually kind of noticed that Ben's size is a little bit inconsistent. Anyone else notice that?
Also, now he has a pig nose.
You're not the only one, buddy.
Like, the only one character that it makes sense with is Reed.
Yeah.
Everyone's heads are usually, like, too small for the rest of their fucking gigantic bodies.
Oh my God, thank you. I thought I was not going to say anything about that until you brought it up.
Yep. Also, Reed looked like he was...
Army of Clones.
Yep. Hey, look, after the Jackal clone Hydro Man, he was like, you know, maybe I can sell this to the military. I'm just noticing this. Yeah.
The Skrulls, if you don't see their ears, look like Green Thanos.
Yeah, he kind of
Oh,
does.
God.
Yeah, he kind of does look like. Who, funny enough, never showed up in any of the Marvel animated universe.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. He was in the Silver. He was the main villain of the Silver Surfer show.
Was that show canon? I thought that was its own thing.
Oh. Well, is it?
It's as canon as it could be.
Because, like, when they did the whole Silver Surfer going to Earth, they completely omitted his story with the Fantastic Four and did, like, an original thing.
I think at that point they just wanted to make him his own thing, so they probably retconned that.
Yeah.
Plus, to be fair, would you want to draw attention, even if the second part of this show got better, would you want to draw any more attention to it?
I mean, yeah, fair enough, but still.
Yeah, true.
And then,
Yes.
also, Ben, also,
Skrull's worst weakness.
yeah, I'm
Palm
like,
trees is one weakness.
yep.
That's some Hanna-Barbera shit right there.
Yeah, like, this is
Wait,
just,
Since when did Reed get the ability to shapeshift?
Why is he
with
Plastic
blood?
Man?
yeah, like, Reed can't, did he paint his legs? Like,
Is that? Did they spend hours? Did he spend hours in make? And no Skrulls ever been able to do that. That is.
yeah,
That's suddenly he has hypno powers.
yeah, like, okay, like, when it came to the whole super breath, you could argue that maybe he, like, used Reed's stretching ability to stretch out his legs, and man, Sue.
Did they insert and update it to Super Skrull?
Yeah, like, did they update him? Because, yeah, again,
Holy shit. Like, it's almost like the animator, the showrunners are like, okay, his name's Super, right? So clearly he has, like, Superman powers, too, right?
yeah, and dump, yeah, like, which I'm like,
Let's be honest here.
Oh no, he's
Keep in mind, in the original comic, they threw him in an unactive volcano sealed by magma.
yeah, also,
Live volcano.
Wait.
Don't.
why would you, like, okay, look,
Oh God! Get out of my misery, dear.
honestly, I'm with the landlady. Shield the dog's ears and eyes. She does not need to suffer this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh.
it's over. It's over. So yeah, that was
Oh, God.
Fantastic Four season 1 episode 6 Super Skrull. And okay, for me, this episode's just fucking weird, but the entirety of the show is weird because yeah, they just make up shit for Super Skrull. Again, as I was trying to say earlier, with the super breath, yes, I could argue that maybe with Reed's stretching ability, he can mess with his lung capacity so he could, like, make him, like, release gusts of wind out of his breath or something. But the whole hypnosis, yeah, that makes no sense unless, I don't know, he somehow stole the powers of Hypnotia from the Iron Man show. Yes, I remember Hypnotia.
Or worse, he took the powers of the Hypno Hustler.
Oh no, he's truly powerful now. But yeah, no, this is not a great episode. I'm kind of surprised that this show got to make it to season 2. I'm grateful it got to make it to season 2 because season 2 is amazing. We're gonna get to that next time. But yeah, wow, it was something.
God, Sweet Jelly was in this.
You know what's actually crazy too, though?
Yeah.
I've only ever seen clips and stuff of the show from the season 2 stuff. The only thing from season 1 is the Doctor Doom does not fail clip. Outside of that, no. All the rest of my clips have been from season 2.
Yeah, like
That's because no one wants to remember season 1.
like the only thing to talk about the only good stuff in season 1 was arguably the Doctor Doom episodes because it's kind of hard to fuck Doom up.
Yeah.
Not impossible. Thank you, Tim Story, but hard.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like the
I actually argued that he did it good for the first one. A little weird with the whole businessman thing, but it could have had a good recovery in the second movie, and then the second movie just made the worst mistake in existence by existing.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the whole
It also ruined Super Skrull, and also, ironically, ruining Super Skrull because you had Johnny essentially become Super Skrull. So there goes that idea for a future movie.
which is kind of funny because Super Skrull was actually in was actually in the games, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so I guess they just never intended to bring in Super Skrull. I'm guessing with the movie, given how how Rise of Silver Surfer ended, I'm guessing it was gonna lead to Mole Man, given they were talking about quakes and stuff. But whatever. Anyway, what did you guys think of the episodes? As a whole.
I've seen worse cartoons. I've seen worse episodes of cartoons. I've seen worse superhero shows, but not by much. This was ugh.
This is, in my opinion, one of the mediocre episodes I've seen. And I agree. I have seen worse. I have seen bad episodes, but this is like, I hate to put this, but it's like something you put on for your kids, and you can walk away from the other room and do what you need to do.
Okay, I just look at the episode listing right now. There is they made a bit of, they made an error. So episode 12, which is I guess is the finale of season 1, they doubled it because instead of it being called episode 13 for season 2's episode, it's episode 12 again.
But my personal opinion on this, though, this is easily one of the worst superhero cartoon episodes I have ever had the displeasure of saying, Jesus Christ, that was bad. How in the hell did this show get a second season?
Baron, I hate to tell you this, but there is a show we're looking up that's worse.
I'm not
Season
really
1 of Iron Man.
Oh God!
Oh dear God!
At some point, we're gonna have to cover that too, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Remember when they were really trying to make Force Works? That team, not even Marvel barely tries to remember work.
And the random CGI moments, and MODOK dressing up like a baby for some reason. I don't know who that was for, but they did it.
And the Mandarin, who was, green because what's even weirder, they make the Mandarin just a white guy who finds the 10 rings. So why do they make him green?
Yeah, and his real name is Arnold Brock.
And I feel like that's actually worse connotations going for the character going forward.
Because it's a white guy pretending he's a white guy, pretending to be a Chinese guy who's a supervillain that wants to destroy the world and take it over.
Yeah, I don't really think they thought this through. Iron Man or Adventures, even though it has its problems, I think handled the Mandarin probably better than any other version I've seen so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not great, but something. Anyway, so, yeah, I guess that wraps it up, because, by this point, now we're just talking about Iron Man. That's how bad this episode was. We'd rather talk about a different character than this fucking team. So, thanks for watching or listening. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Blue Sky. Hell, follow Lunar and Ice Cow on Blue Sky as well. And Baron, you're on Blue Sky?
Yes, I am.
Okay, follow Baron on Blue Sky. Yeah, next time we will be sticking with Fantastic Four, though this time, as we mentioned before, it will be season 2, which will not suck ass, and we'll be talking about the Silver Surfer and the return of Galactus. Yes, I had to say it like that. Anyway, I'm Biz.
I'm
Ice Cat.
I'm Baron.
And we'll see you later.